Hello and good evening. My name is Suria from class BDT 2G. Okay, based on the problem task BD, there are some information which is related to chapter 1, which is Introduction to Networking. Okay, the first one is intermediary network devices. Based in the problem based task, there are three types of network devices. Okay, the first one is a router. There are router 1 and router 2, switches, admin switch, marketing switch, and IT switch. And for wireless router, there's one which is called wireless user. An intermediary device interconnects and device in a network. The main role of intermediary network is to regenerate and retransmit data signal, maintain information about what pathway exists through the network and internetwork, and the third one is notify other devices of error and communication failure. Okay, the second one is network media. Communication across a network is carried through a medium which allows a message to travel from source to destination. The network media used in problem-based tasks is metallic wire, such as copper straight through from router 1 to marketing switch to marketing PC, router 1 to IT switch to IT PC, router 2 admin switch to admin PC. The second one is copper crossover. We use copper crossover from DHCP server to R2, router 1 to wireless router. Okay, we also use serial DTE from router 1 to router. Okay, we use wireless transmission from wireless router to wireless user, which is computer and laptop. Okay, the third one is server. Based on the problem task, we use DHCP server. In the original terms, server are computers that provide information to end devices on the network. For example, email server, web server, or file server. In the problem-based task, DHCP server is connected to router 2. Router 2 will be connected to admin switch. For admin subnet, all PCs should get IP address from DHCP as RV. Okay, the fourth one is IP addressing. Based on in the problem task, each end device on a network, example PCs, laptop, and server, require an IP configuration consisting of IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Moreover, IP4 addresses are displayed in dotted decimal format consisting of 4 decimal numbers 0 to 5 separated by decimal points. Example like 192.168.1.10. This IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway can be seen in these two tables. Okay, the fifth one is switch virtual interface. Based in the problem task, we configure VLAN1 switch virtual interface to remotely manage the switch. In general terms, to remotely manage a switch, it must also be configured with an IP configuration. However, a switch does not have a physical Ethernet interface that can be configured. That is where we need to use VLAN1 switch virtual interface to configure. The VLA1 switch SVI must be configured with the first one is IP address, uniquely identify the switch on the network. Second one is subnet mask, which identifies the network and the host portion in the IP address. The third one is enabled using the no shutdown command. Okay, the sixth one is end-to-end connectivity test. Based on the problem task, the ping command can be used to test connectivity to another device on the network or website on the internet. Ping command can be declared in the command prompt. Okay, the seventh one is protocols. Based in the problem-based task, the protocols which is implemented and used according to TCP/IP model is first one is application layer. Example DHCP, where it facilitates the user to use the services of the network of the admin switch from the router 2. The second one is internet layer. Example Internet Protocol version 4, which is used as the network layer protocol for all the devices. Thank you.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Jasveer from DDT 2G, and my card metric 21 DDT 1NF 1191. Okay, I'm going to talk about chapter 2, which is physical and logical design. Okay, based on the problem task that we did, there are some information which is related to chapter 2, which is physical and logical design as I said just now. Okay, so here I go. Okay, first thing is physical layer media. Based on this, there is two forms of physical layer media used, which is electrical signals from the usage of copper cable and microwave signals, which is from the usage of wireless router. Okay. Second, media access control. As packet travel from the source host to the destination host, they travel over different physical networks. Based on the problem task, the source from one host router will over different physical networks too. Physical network can consist of different types of physical media such as copper wires, optical fibers, and wireless consisting of electromagnetic signals, radio and microwave frequencies, and satellite links. Okay, third one is topologies. Based on the problem task, which I did this one, the topology that is implemented is based on physical and logical topology. Okay, first thing is physical topologies. Refers to the physical connections and identities how and devices and infrastructure devices such as router, switches, wireless access, and points are interconnected. Yeah. Okay. Next one is logical topology. This refers to the network that transfer frame from one node to the next These logical signals part are defined by data link protocols. So the fourth is full duplex communication. Okay. Both DHCP servers and admin switch can transmit and receive IP addresses at the same time. Data link layer assumes that the IP address is available for transmission for both nodes at any time. Ethernet switches operate in full duplex mode by default, but can operate in half duplex if connecting to a device such as Ethernet hub. Fifth, network layer protocols. Okay, based on this, the network layer protocol that is used is Ethernet protocol version 4, which is IPv4 and not IPv6 4. Okay, so the sixth is the final last one is router routing tables. Okay, the router packet forwarding decision is implemented in such way that when a router receives a packet design for a remote network, the router has to look at its routing table to determine where to forward the packet. Okay, the last one is just for fun fact. Okay, normally a router's routing table contains of directly connected routes. These routes come from the active router interface configured with IP addresses. Then default route. This is where the packet is sent from a route does not exist in the routing table anymore. And the last one, remote routes. Just now was default, okay? This is remote. These routes come from remote network connected to other routers. They are either configured manually or done through a dynamic routing protocol. And that's it for me, and thank you for watching. Sorry for making any errors during my presentation.
Assalamualaikum kepada Puan Haidah dan selamat sejahtera kepada Encik Vishnu. Untuk petang ini, saya akan membentangkan tentang Problem Based Task ITN. Nama saya Daniel Hazir bin Azli, matrix number 21 DDT1F. Saya akan membentangkan chapter 3 iaitu Network Layer. Okay. Kita nak building Network Operating System Configuration. Dalam problem test ni, kita akan performkan router, PC, server dan switch configuration. This will secure access to the command line, interface and console port using encrypted and plain text password. Besides that, we will also configure a message for user logging into the router and switch. These banners are used to warn unauthorized user that access is provided. Ada 3 step dia. Okay, step pertama kita kena verify the default router and switch configuration dengan memasukkan privilege access mode. Okay, kenapa kita kena masukkan privilege access mode? Okay, we can access all router and switch command from privilege access mode because many of the privilege command configure operating parameters. Privilege access should be password protected to prevent authorized use. The privilege access mode set includes those command contained in user access mode as well as the configure command through which access to the remaining command modes and are gained. Click on the router or switch and then the CLI tab. Press enter to enter privilege access mode by entering the enable command. That the prompt change in the configuration to reflect privilege access mode. To examine the current switch configuration by enter the show running config command. Okay, result dia okay untuk router 1 dan router 2. No service timestamp log data time. No service timestamp debug data time. No service password encryption. Interface gigabyte Ethernet 0/0 to gigabyte Internet 0/2. No IP address. Doublex auto. Speed auto, shutdown. Interface serial 0/0/0 to serial 0/0/1. No IP address. Clock rate 20000000. And shutdown. Interface VLAN 1. No IP address. Shutdown. Line VTY 0/4. For IT switch, marketer switch and admin switch. Interface fast internet 0/1 to internet fast internet 0/24. Interface VLAN 1, no IP address and shutdown. Line VTY 0 to 4, line VTY 5 to 15. Okay, for step 2, basic device configuration for 2 router and 3 switch. Hostname allow device to be identified by network and administered over a network to the internet. Very important and should be displayed in the topology. Kita ada 2 router hostname dia. Satu router 1 and router 2. Okay. The 3 switch hostname, kita ada 3 switch hostname, iaitu IT switch, marketing switch and admin switch. To configure parameter on the device, we will be required to move between variable configuration modes. Okay, ini komen dah. Okay. Limit access to router and switch configuration. Okay, pertama, kita kena secure all router and switch access. Secure privilege access and user access with a password ITN 20143. Privilege access password. Use the enable secret command. Command dia. User access password. Command dia. Okay. Reduce the chance of unauthorized personal physical plugging a cable into the device and gaining a device access. Secure virtual terminal line with a password. Password ITN 201-201-43. VTY lines allow access to a Cisco device via telnet. VTY line password command. Command dia. Okay. Kedua, encrypt all password. Password shall be encrypted to prevent password from showing up as plain text when viewing the configuration. Purpose of this command is keep unauthorized individual in a configuration file. Encrypt this plain text password using the service password encryption command. Yang ketiga, banner message for router and switch. Banner MOTD dengan unauthorized access provided. Okay, step 3. Save the running configuration file for all router and switch to NVRAM. File stored in NVRAM that contain of the command that will be used upon start of up or reboot. After have completed the basic configuration of the router or switch, backup a running configuration file to NVRAM to ensure that the change made are not lost if the system is reboot or loses power. Command dia. Okay. For a virtual interface configuration, nak configure all the routers, switch and server interface, kena berdasarkan table ni. Ni table dah. Addressing table. Addressing table. Okay. Berdasarkan problem task ni, for the router to be reachable by switch and server network, the in-band interface must be configured. Router 1, 3GB Ethernet interface G0/0, G0/1 and G0/2 that connected with IT switch, marketer switch and wireless user. One serial 1 interface with one interface S0/0/0 that connected with R2 router. For router 2GB Ethernet interface G0/1 and G0/2 that connected with DHCP, SRV and admin switch. One serial 1 interface with one interface S0/0/0 that connected with router 1. First usable IP address to be configured on router interface. Last usable IP address will be configured and switch management IP. The default gateway is the network device that can route traffic out to the other network. In this problem-based task, the determined host is not on the same local network as the sending host. So using the default gateway, the default gateway will know where to send the packet using a router table. Use the command no shutdown to make the interface activate. Okay, ni untuk configure router interface to provide network connection for R1. Yang ni pula untuk R2. Okay, ni pula komen dia untuk configure switch interface to provide network connection for IT switch. Okay, ni pula untuk comment to switch interface to provide network connection for marketing switch. Okay, network setup for wireless user. Router IP address dia, IP address untuk router is 10.70.104.30. Subnet mask dia pula 255.255.255.248. DHCP server setting enable. Start IP address dia is 10.70.104.2. Maximum dia user dia is 20. Wireless security dia, SSID dia wireless staff. SSID broadcast dia enable. Standard channel dia 1.2.412 GHz. Circuit mode dia WPA 2. Encryption dia AES. And password dia Itn 20143. Okay, itu saja dari saya untuk mengentangkan chapter 3 untuk problem best task ITN. Okay, itu saja. Terima kasih kepada Puan Waida dan Encik Vishnu. Itu saja. Terima kasih.
Ya, Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera kepada Puan Wahidah dan Tuan Vishnu. Ini saya akan membentangkan chapter 4 iaitu Transport dan Application Layer. Jika kita dapat melihat pada soalan PBT ini, ia menggunakan prinsip model client dan server, di mana client akan membuat request kepada server dan server akan menghantar file atau segala apa yang di request oleh client. Okay. Pada masa yang sama, ia menggunakan prinsip DHCP. DHCP ialah Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, iaitu dia akan memberi secara automatik IP address kepada PC yang meminta request DHCP. Selalunya dia berlaku pada server, sebab server dia akan mempunyai satu pool yang telah di-enablekan DHCP-nya, dan PC akan membuat request, dan jika request itu berjaya, IP yang dalam pool server itu akan IP permulaan server itu akan muncul di PC yang meminta request itu. Okay, seterusnya pada PPT ini ia meminta kami untuk mengesahkan rangkaian. So untuk buat pengesahan rangkaian, kami akan mengesahkan antara rangkaian di antara dua network, iaitu network IT dan network admin. So firstly kita perlu membuat pin. So pin ialah untuk seperti kata hello kepada PC lain tapi melalui network. So kita akan pergi ke desktop, pergi ke CMB dan tulis pin, nombor IP yang PC yang kita nak pin tu, dan seperti mana kita dapat lihat di sini, ini akan keluar komen dan resultnya. Okay. Seterusnya kita akan dapat melihat macam mana nak set up DHCP IP DHCP. Jika kita untuk mula kita pergi ke PC, pergi ke desktop, pergi ke IP configuration. Seterusnya kita akan dapat dua pilihan, iaitu static IP dan DHCP IP. Sila tekan DHCP, dan jika anda membuat komen DHCP yang betul, request itu akan berjaya dan dia akan memula kepada IP yang static IP yang ada dalam pool yang telah anda syaratkan. Okay. Sekian, itu sahaja daripada saya, Muhd Ridwan. Sekian, terima kasih.
For the DHCP server, the IP address start with 10.70.104.34 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.224 and the maximum number of users is 17. For the wireless user, the IP address is 10.70.104.2 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.224 and the maximum number of users is 20. And the last part, we have success using the ping command to interpreting results in program-based tasks. All of the PC and end device in the network are able to ping their own default gateway. The user of ping command is very effective method to test for our network connectivity to a particular host, server, and device. It is an important first step in troubleshooting a network failure. In our network, establishing a network baseline is the most effective tool for monitoring and troubleshoot network performance. Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Cheong. Now I'm going to talk about the conclusion. In the conclusion, we have success to network using network design. The objective is to identify the protocols used in a small network and explain how a small network serves as the basis of larger network. The second success is configure switches and routers with device hardening features to enhance security. In the parts of IP address for network by using VLSM calculation. For IP address, we have documentation in the IP address table when implementing all hosts with an in the network and have unique address. The common protocols that we have used is DHCP server. We use DHCP server to assign an IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and other information to clients so they don't have to enter them manually. We have success using DHCP service from server of admin switch and for the wireless user and end device.